what it is, YouTube. This is Nick, the creator, the owner of Nova Comics, and today we have episode 4 of the origins of superhero or villain. And today for episode 4 we have my character Apex. And if you want to put him in a category of heroes, he's in the category with Superman, Omni-Man, Homelander, Sentry, Hyperion, all those Superman-based kind of characters, okay? But his look is not the same, okay? His powers, you probably find some similarities, okay? But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into this episode. So, the origins of Apex are: there were these scientists in Britain that were working on Project Apex. See where I'm going here? And in this city, humanity was teetering on the brink of extinction. So those people were not going to be around anymore because there was just wars and environmental collapse. And also, the big one here, an unknown cosmic threat looming beyond the solar system, which it was directed, right? Whatever this was coming to Earth, it was directed at this city, right? And so the city has to get its greatest scientists to make something that could either destroy it, stop it, anything. The Apex Initiative was created, right? And it was an experimental program designed to create a perfect being, a protector who could not only survive any catastrophe, but elevate the human race itself. So basically, they want to make something that will stop this, but also make them come back from this catastrophe, right? Because there were wars, they were just struggling, right? This city in Britain was struggling, all right? So the lead doctor or the lead scientist was Dr. Harry West, a rogue geneticist that led the project in a hidden facility beneath the Arctic. So just because they were working for Britain, but Britain didn't want the people to know that they were working on this, right? So they had to hide it in the Arctic. And so basically Dr. Harry West used a mix of bioengineering, quantum energy fusion, and an alien DNA recovered from an ancient meteorite. He created Subject Zero, the first and last of his kind. So he created what they needed, right? But the project was way too dangerous. So they thought they could control something they were clearly putting way too much power in. But how are you going to control something when it doesn't know where it's from, what it's doing, blah, 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 you know? Unless you have like a mind control in its head, which they do not. The government of Britain feared that Apex could become, well, they feared what Apex could become. So basically he was way too powerful than they thought what they were doing, right? So they thought, oh, he's just going to be here to destroy this and maybe lift us out of this crazy times. But he was out of this world power. Before the experiment could be perfected, the facility was destroyed in an attack by a covert organization. And I'm not going to tell you that organization because, again, secrets, man, and storylines. Can't tell you yet unless I make an episode about them, okay? It's a faction that sought out to control the evolution of mankind. Right? So this group wants to create, like, control where the human race is going, right? So if they don't like where we're going in our evolution state, they want us to go here instead of here, right? So so basically, when they broke in and destroyed the whole facility, amid the destruction, Subject Zero was freed from his pod, because they have, different pods and different subjects, see if they would work out, see what. And when he awoke as a blank slate. He had no memories, no purpose, only raw, unparalleled power. With no past to cling on, he wandered, struggling to understand his nature while being relentlessly pursued by those who saw him as either the ultimate weapon or the greatest threat. So there were either people that wanted to use him as a weapon or destroy him because they thought of him as a threat. No in between there, huh? Nothing to... He just is terrible either way, right? Either a weapon or get killed. So, Apex adopted the name John West. See, he took the West part from Harry West, because when the laboratory exploded, there was a key card on the floor that had Dr. Harry West on it, and that's where he gets his name. So, now known as John West, because he's not going by Apex or the Apex Project, he spent years honing his abilities, learning to control his overwhelming strength, and seeking answers about his origins. Every battle, every encounter shaped him, pushing him closer to the truth. So, he was fighting people that were connected to him or connected to the laboratory he was made in, right? Because he doesn't know he was created in a laboratory. He just knew he woke up there one day, right? Because he has no memories of anything before his awakening. And now we get to the birth of Apex. So the creation of him when he gets to be boom. So the group that attacked that laboratory resurfaced, now wielding stolen Apex Initiative technology. John West knew he could no longer remain in the shadows. If humanity saw him as a god, he would prove he was something else, a guardian, a warrior, a being who chose his own destiny. Forging his path, he took the name Apex, not as a title of superiority, but as a reminder that power alone does not define greatness, only the will to rise above limits. Now, Apex fights to protect the world that once feared him, seeking to uncover the deeper mysteries of his existence while preparing for the unseen cosmic threats lurking in the void. So, yeah, he's a lab baby, basically. He was created to be a weapon and a tool, and a group decided they didn't like what they were doing, and they stopped the laboratory, and he was awoken, didn't know where he was, what he was doing, but got the name of John West, then figured out he wanted to help people and changed his name to Apex. So, now we're going to get into his abilities and powers. As I said, you'll see some similarities to Superman, alright? So don't get oh, he's a copy of Superman. Oh, this, oh, that. I know. I designed him. But, first of all, he has superhuman strength and durability. Apex can lift mountains and withstand nuclear level attacks. Number 2, he has quantum energy manipulation. So basically, unlike Superman's solar-based powers, which Superman gets power from the sun, Apex can absorb and store the energy and then weaponize it and adapting it to his abilities mid-battle. So, I don't know. Then he has hyperspeed and flight. He can break the sound barrier with ease and maneuver in space without anything stopping him. Just letting you know. He has regenerative adaptation. Basically what that means is that his body evolves with each battle, learning from damage and adjusting to the future threats. Then he has the Aegis Field, a self-generating energy shield that enhances durability and can be shaped into weapons. Yep. And number 6, and the last one, is Omega Vision, a high energy discharge that disrupts technology, burns through enemies, and even bends gravity to in extreme cases. Yeah. So you see, there's some similarities to Superman, some not. His look, you can clearly see, is different. He doesn't wear a mask like Superman, but does he really look like Superman? It's just his abilities, right? Some of his abilities clearly make him that, but he doesn't wear like a regular cape. And, he has those like almost like a skirt kind of, or like whatever. So yeah, he's kind of like a Superman to me, but not fully. And he's more like a Superboy copy maybe, but not really. As again, his name is not Apex Boy. He's Apex. Alright? And that's gonna be it for this episode of the origins of heroes and or villains. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you on the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is Nova Comics, shooting like the stars. Bye!